You're welcome back. Now we want to look at how do we create or upload our course to this platform. First, before you get started, ensure that you have recorded your video. If you are using text, if you are using images, get them ready. Preferably create a folder for them. Look at what I did here. Check this place. This is course creation. Let me expand this so that you see what I have here. Okay. Alright, this is just a little of what I did. And this is only for this course. This is not all. So when you are creating your course, organization is very, very important. Put your things in order. If you are using PowerPoint, develop your course. If you are using Microsoft Word, if you are using purely only video, no text, use your video. If you need to use editing tools, use editing tools. Whatever you need to use. If you want to remove noise from the background, look for free tools you can use online to remove noise from the background. Then arrange your course in a folder so that when you come to upload it online, it will be easy for you. So back to systemi.io. Here already I've taken us through this in the previous class. Now we are on assets. In assets you can create courses. So let's click on courses, and then we'll be brought here. Now I already have 2 courses here that I've created, but that is not important to us now. What is important is how do you create your own course. If nothing is here, it will show blank, but there is a tab here that says add a new course. Click on that tab, and then it will ask you for the name of the course. Now I'm going to use this particular course we are taking as a case study, so I'll call it online course creation and monetization. Okay, so here is the name I'm picking. Then after typing the name, it will ask you to add something, an extension here, so that when they are clicking, it will be an extension that will be appended to your main Systemi account name. So I can just put course creation. Let me make it small letter. Course creation. I decided to put it together. You can use something, a separator like a hyphen. Alright, now after doing that, the next thing you need to do is to choose a template. And then we have a few templates here. Okay, we have more. You can scroll down. Basically the templates are almost the same. They are almost the same. So let me just pick one. Let me use this theme as my template. Once you've done that, you can click on save, and within seconds it is saved. Now you can see that the online course creation and monetization has been added to my list of courses that have been created. Now currently this course has nothing in it. That's one. Secondly, this course is not active. I've disabled these 2 courses, so they are inactive. This one too is inactive. If I click on it, let's click on it, it shows nothing. Nothing is here. It looks like this list is empty. So after creating the course, the next thing you will need to do is to create modules or to add modules. The modules in a course can be made up of modules. Modules is made up of lectures. So you create modules, then after adding modules, you create lectures. So let's add a module. Now for me, what module am I going to add? Like I said, before I start creating course, I will have sat down, look at what am I teaching, into how many segments am I splitting it. This course, I splitted it into 2 major modules, like this. So I have the first part. This is the free training, introductory class, creating online course, publishing, promoting, and monetization. The whole of these 4 items are inside this free training. So I can call that module free training. You can choose your own name. So let me call it free training. and then click on save. Alright, now you can split it into more modules if you like. So then add another module. If you have more modules to add, you add. If you don't have more modules, you can leave it like that. So in this module, let me say advanced. Advanced course creation class. Alright, click on save and the module will be saved once again. So with this, we have the two modules created. The next thing is to add lectures to the modules. I'll just concentrate on adding lecture to one. Once we're able to add lecture to one, you can do that to the other. So let's take on adding lecture to the free training. Now click on add lecture. Now what is the name of the lecture? Of course, the name of the lecture will be the topic or the subtopics under that module. For instance, as you look at this, the first topic I have here is introductory class, or I can call it introduction to online course creation. So when I come here, I'll call it introduction. Introduction to online course creation. Now you can choose a delay time before it becomes available. You can say, okay, after creation I want it to wait for like 3 days, 4 days before it's available, but that's not necessary. You can decide whether to allow comments for learners on this particular course. That is one. Then after doing that, you will need to choose a template for this particular lecture. Now there are three major templates here. We have template 1, template 2, template 3. Template 1 is selected by default. That's why it's showing template selected. These two are templates you use if you don't want to add video to your course. Like if you preview this now, let's preview this. This is how the course will look like if you choose this second template. Basically text and images. So if your lecture or your lesson is basically text and images, you can make use of this. Now if you make use of template 2, it's similar to the first one, except that the images are different and the outline is different, but they are very, very similar. Okay, so these two, you make use of images and text. Then this third one here, you make use of it if your lesson or your course has a video. For instance, let's preview it and see how it will look. Oh, the loading here is incomplete. There's supposed to be a window here for video. We are going to see that by the time we move on. Once we've done creating, we'll be able to see that. Let me close this tab. We are not using them. So I'm going to select this video template. Now after selecting that, it shows template selected. You can click on save and your video is saved. Alright, it's been saved successfully. The next thing to do is look at this free training, introduction to online course creation. So we successfully added one lecture, although the lecture still has nothing under it. If you click on that lecture to view, there are placeholders. Okay, where I click is even for editing. This is for editing. We are not ready to edit yet. This is the video placeholder, and then some text come alongside with this. Now, but I'm not ready to edit yet, so let me go back. I want us to add all the lectures we want to add. Then I'll just edit one. With that, you'll be able to edit others. So click on add lecture again. Now this second lecture, I'll check my breakdown. What other topic is the next one? I have creating online course, so I can make that my next lecture. Creating online course. Once again, I will be asked to choose a template. You can choose these options, select or deselect it if you like. I'm using a video, then I can save. And the course is added again. There are supposed to be 2 courses. Why is it showing 1? I think there is a mistake somewhere. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, after refreshing, the courses are showing. So I've added 2 lectures already. Let me add another lecture. Now this 3rd lecture, let me check my breakdown. That is why you need to have your content clearly arranged before you start creating your course. Then the next thing I have is publishing, and then I have promotion and monetization. So I'll call this how to publish your course. Then once again you select a template, and you save. So 3 lectures rather, are in this first module. Then let me add 1 more, and then we are done. Promotion and monetization. Promotion and monetization. Select a template, click on save. Good. With this, I already have 4 lectures in this module. So we are going to go ahead and see how to customize one of the lectures. So that is going to be that will be in the next video. So in this video, I've shown you that you can create your courses by first creating the course. Once you create the course, you create the module. Once you create the module, you can create the lecture. So in the next video, we'll add content to the lectures we have created. Already there are placeholders for each of our courses, but they are not the content that we want. So we are going to put our own content there, and then from there we can share the links.